Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming back at you with a channel update. I got a lot of videos that I plan to do today, and the first one is going to be the channel update. I've got a lot of things to unpack, and I'm going to have to break them down into videos. So on the channel, you'll notice that I do a video for the channel. I'll do a video for my Waterloo project that I'm working on. My black powder 28 millimeter Napoleonic project that I'm working on, and the last video I'm going to do is for the store. I've got an eBay store where I sell painted miniatures and box sets and things like that, and basically figurines. And so if you're interested in visiting my eBay store, you can check it out at Wargaming in Miniature on eBay. All right, so let's talk about the this is the channel update. I got to get these things straight. Okay, the channel's going pretty good. We're playing. Well, we just finished Phoenix Point unsuccessfully. But it basically got to a point where I felt like I'm going to need to take a break from that game anyway, because I've been playing it since January 1st. And I played every day except for 2 days. And I play for about an hour and a half every day. Every day. So how many hours is that? I think I played about 55 game sessions. So it's about 75 hours that I've played that game. So I definitely got my money's worth. That's like my 7th campaign too. Now it's the farthest I've gotten in any campaign. I've never gotten that far. So I do plan to kind of ease off of that, give that a little bit of time to gestate, and then I'll come back to it. And I'll play a different way. I need to do a little research and find out how to finish that last mission, because there was no guidance. There was no hint at how to finish the last mission. The last mission, it said, take this thing and inject it into this thing, right? But there was no button, no place to go, no clue, no point, no arrows, no on the character it was carrying the thing. There was no action to say inject it into this thing. So I was frustrated in the fact that final mission was overly confusing to me. Now, of course, it was super powerful creatures and stuff like that that I expected. And that was just a fight to the death. Okay, I'm okay with that. But I got to the end where my dude was standing next to the thing that would allow me to win the game or not. And I didn't know how to win the game. So that was a fail. Not for me, from the game company, in my opinion. So I'm going to have to do a little research, see how other people have done it, and then start a new campaign and get all the way there and do the thing. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so that was Phoenix Point. Plus, I was surprised that I got 2 months into this campaign without a significant patch. There was a minor patch in the middle of that, but all my other previous campaigns, there was significant patches that caused me to either lose my save games or have to restart because the game had changed. And so I'm actually surprised I got to this point. And there was supposed to be a specific type of monster or a specific type of mission that never occurred. Because remember, I've been a backer of this since before it was released, and I play tested at the very beginning. And there is a mission at the very beginning of this. Back in the day, there was a mission that you were supposed to be allowed to go on, and it was called the Behemoth Mission, where there was these giant walking behemoths, you know, hundreds of stories tall or whatever, you know, and you were supposed to be able to fly in and land on their back, get out, fight a battle on the back of one of these monsters, and then plant this poison on these behemoths to kill the behemoths. So maybe this mission that I just played last night was a change, because it was basically plant this poison, but I just didn't know where to inject it or how to inject it or where to inject it. Okay, so similar mission but different. Okay, so that's out of the way. Now I started a couple of new IL-2 Sturmovik campaigns. One is called Flying Circus, which is World War One, playing a camel, because Pat Wilson, he's famous for his third-party campaign generator software that if you run it in conjunction with IL-2, it will generate a mission for you and save it in the mission file of the game. And you just go into the game and then load that mission, right, and play it. The campaign is tracked in this third-party thing, keeps track of your pilot, your kills, your awards, and all that cool stuff. And then it just makes the missions for you, and you just play them, solo missions. So I'm doing that with, and that's the only way to get a campaign with Flying Circus at this point, because Module 1 of Flying Circus is bare bones. It is basically one map, dozen planes, no campaign, you know? So it's kind of like, I don't even know if it's really, honestly, I don't think it's worth the cost, the price, because it's not really a complete game, in my opinion. You can play a couple of campaigns, and then you're done. You can play multiplayer, you know. I see other streamers and stuff playing multiplayer, and that's kind of cool, but that's no game should be released like that, you know. I mean, I can go back and say that MechWarrior Online, when I played that, was only multiplayer, which is true, but there was like 20 maps. This has one. Okay, so it just released today in IL-2 a sneak peek at the Normandy map. So, and it looks really good. I think I might do a video just on those sneak peeks. But okay, so in the channel, no more Phoenix Point for a while. We're gonna play this Flying Circus. But I'm also, because they just released a patch because Normandy's coming out soon, they've been slowly adding bits and pieces that will be in the Normandy game, the Normandy module. And because I'm a pre-backer or an owner of the Normandy module, whenever they come out with those little bits and pieces, I automatically get it, which I think is kind of cool. Like that, it was the same thing that happened with the P4722. But just recent, and not the Hurricane. Yeah, but the what you call it, the Focke-Wulf A6. They just released that, and because I'm a Normandy backer, I get that. And so I started a career with the A6. Been a lot of night missions. It's been a lot of darkness on the screen. You know, it's not really good watching in my opinion, but, and it's very tough to find the objective and stuff like that because I've got all the icons turned off. So, but it's fun. So Focke-Wulf, now I put a couple of those campaigns on hold, like I had the Hellhawks over the Bulge. I think I didn't finish that one. The Spring Offensive, I think I didn't finish that one. There's a few campaigns that I'm not working on. I'll play them eventually. Now, you might also notice that it's been a couple of months since I've played Chimera Squad. Well, guess what? I think I might jump back into Chimera Squad while we wait for the Phoenix Point itch to go away, right? So that's something I might do. Plus, I'm uploading a lot of videos for my Napoleonic updates, my store updates, and I haven't really streamed or uploaded anything for Star Citizen very often. I play, but the hour that I play is right about when the family's all in the next room making all kinds of noise, playing music and stuff like that, and I don't want to stream at that time. So I stream late at night, and I have to pick and choose my battles on what I'm going to stream. So I play Star Citizen in the afternoon, in the mid-evening, but then I stream IL-2. Now, I might alternate that a little bit. I might play IL-2 in the mid-afternoon and then stream some Star Citizen late at night. There was a time when I had Star Citizen live after midnight. So at midnight on Central, I would always stream Star Citizen. I did that for a few months. I don't really think it went over that well. So now IL-2 I'm not streaming. I am recording and then editing and then uploading. But it's still me with the camera turned on. So... Okay, one more thing for the channel. It went through my mind and out the other side because, my God, there's a lot of things in my head going on right now. It's kind of important. Oh, D&D. I've got D&D every Thursday night. We play Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. Now, we've been playing it for about a year now with my local group, and then when COVID struck or whatever, we kind of broke off. And actually, we've been D&Ding up until COVID. We took a break, and then I said, you know what? Let's start playing on Roll20. And then so we started a new campaign as Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. So Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, we've been playing it maybe 10 months, eight months, something like that. And then I decided, you know, what the hell? Why don't I just turn the camera on, stream it? So we've been streaming. I've got like 6 episodes in right now. But we play every Thursday night from 5 Central up to about 10 p.m. And we're having a good time. We're enjoying it. And I'm not asking my players to have their cameras turned on. I think night 1 they wanted to have their cameras turned on, and I told them, no, you guys don't have to have your cameras. Now they don't want to turn their cameras on, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Before I go on to the next part, I want to monetize those videos because we have some viewers, and I would like to see people maybe want to participate in the game, right? So more than just my 6 players. I could have, if you watch regularly and you want to impact the game, I'm thinking about monetizing it in a way where you could do a super chat. And maybe like $1 will let you give a player a reroll, or maybe $1 will give the monster a reroll. So you could impact them negatively, or you can impact them positively, or whatever. I haven't figured out a monetary scheme for that, and there's a little piece in my mind that says I don't want external input that could ruin the campaign, make it too easy or too hard. You know, I don't want external stimuli, but I want to get the audience excited about being able to log in and watch the video and feel like they're part of the game. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance that. Okay, that's enough of that. Because and those of you that follow my channel and know me personally or know my work, you know that D&D is not my favorite role-playing game. D&D is the most prolific role-playing game, meaning everybody in the world has heard about D&D. Everybody in the world plays D&D. So it's easy to find players or explain the game or understand the concept of role-playing because D&D is just out there. Everybody knows about it. But it's not my favorite game. I actually, honestly, D&D has never been on my top 5 list. I'm only playing it because it's popular. I feel like a sellout playing D&D. Every time now, this new 5th edition, I'm not going to say new, it's been out 10 years now. 5th edition is the best version of D&D that I've seen. I played 1st edition. It was great because it was the only D&D, right? 2nd edition came out. That was basically 1st edition, but it was updated. And it was hardback. And it was really cool. And there was like lots of add-ons. Okay? Then 3rd edition came out and they ruined the game, right? 3rd edition ruined D&D. Then 3.5 came out and made it even worse. And then another company, Pathfinder, latched onto 3.5 and made their version even worse. Okay, so 3.5 was the pits. I stopped playing D&D at 3.5. At 3.0, actually. I stopped playing D&D. Said, no, this game sucks. And then 4.0 came out, and everybody in the world told me it was worse than 3.5. So I never played 4.0. And I hear somebody outside. Might be my neighbor. So, and then 5.0 came out. And everybody started saying 5.0 is pretty cool. You should check it out. It's a lot different than the previous editions. And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And when I checked it out, I was like, this is doable. This reminds me of 1st edition. But it also streamlines a ton of things. The thing about 5.0 and the reason why I think D&D 5th edition is so popular, and I'm going to offend a bunch of people. I already know it. It's freaking easy. The D&D 5.0 is so easy, a baby can play it, right? The game mechanics, easy. If you can't grasp the action economy, the dice roll conventions, character creation, or any of that, if you can't grasp that, you don't need to be playing role-playing games. Okay, so, but the positive side of it is it opened it up so that those people that struggle cognitively can get into role-playing games. And when I looked at it, I looked at it with a different lens. I looked at it as, okay, I'm a dungeon master. I want to run a game. Would I be able to run 5.0 and manage everything else in my life, which I've got a lot going on? And I looked at it, I said, damn, this game is so easy. A baby could play this. I could run this game in my sleep. I don't even need to look at the books because everything is, which is good. It makes the game streamlined and easy to play, and it opens it up for all the mentally deficient players out there. And I know I offended you, but if you're offended, then maybe you don't need to be playing role-playing games. So I said, you know what? I'm going to play 5th edition because it's D&D. Everybody likes D&D. I mean, just even 1st edition or 2nd edition. I could pull some modules out of my behind from 1st edition that I've still got. And nobody's ever played those, you know. So I could convert them to 5th edition, which I could do in 2 minutes because 5th edition is for a baby. And so I started playing 5th edition. I've been playing that for over 5 years now. Maybe longer. I don't even know how long I've been playing 5th edition. But okay. So, here's something new. I don't know why I got into a big tangent on 5th edition, but that's okay. It leads me into a new video on the channel. I'm going to be playing Traveler. Traveler has always been my number one go-to role-playing game. For me, it's hard to find people that want to play Traveler in my area. It's hard to find that. I have to take my friends and like tie them to the table and say, damn it, we're playing Traveler. Sit down and play. Traveler is complicated. There's a lot of math in Traveler. That doesn't make it a good game. I'm just saying there is a lot of math. There is a lot of science in Traveler. Traveler is a science fiction RPG that relies heavy on real science, not fantasy science. It's not Star Trek. Okay? So, think aliens, think Serenity, think maybe even a little bit of Star Wars if you take the lightsabers away. But yeah, it's more gritty, down to earth. What's that other one? Cowboy Bebop or whatever. It's very, think bounty hunter, think Wild West, so it's a really cool system. Guns, planets, aliens. And so a lot of people don't want to play it because you have to be smart to play Traveler. And that's not really true. That's kind of a bold statement. Let me rephrase that. You have to really enjoy sci-fi or science. You have to really enjoy that to play Traveler. And it's not, if you are a little slow or a little, your IQ's not over 50, then you might not enjoy that kind of a game. So you'll deviate towards D&D. But I don't know if it's my makeup or if it's just I enjoy sci-fi or science. I do enjoy science. Maybe that's why I like Traveler so much. If you took all of the books from 1st edition to 5th edition, Dungeons and Dragons, all of them, all of the books, from all the third-party companies that made modules and campaigns and how-to guides and all of that. You could imagine that in D&D you probably have, I don't know, 1,000 books. Traveller has about 10 times that much. Traveller has more content than any other game that I've ever seen. And it flies under the radar. No pun intended. So people don't really experience Traveller. Came out about the same time D&D did, first edition. It's gone through 1 million editions, not 5. It's gone through, we'll count Pathfinder as an edition, so and 3.5. So there's been 7 editions of D&D? Traveller has had Classic Traveller, Mega Traveller, Traveller of the New Era, 4th edition Traveller, 5th edition Traveller, D20, T20 is what they call it, GURPS Traveller, Mongoose Traveller, Mongoose 2nd edition Traveller, Traveller Hero, I think that's it. I think I went through all of them. Yeah, so 10 editions. We plan to play Traveller on Tuesday nights starting in May. May Day was a module that was written and released for 1st edition Traveller back in the day. It was a little box set. It explained how to conduct ship-to-ship combat and also how to board a ship and fight on a grid on a ship. And somehow that latched on to Traveller as May Day being the holiday as well for Traveller. So what we're going to do is we're going to make characters at the end of April, and then by May 4th, which is a Tuesday, we're going to start in earnest the campaign. I know, may the 4th be with you and all that. But it's going to be on Tuesday. So our channel is going to have Tuesday night Traveller and Thursday night Thylea, which is the Odyssey of Dragonlords. So Tuesday and Thursday we're going to stream. Now the reason why I backed up, and I know this video has gone on for a minute. The reason why I backed up and said, you know what, I'm going to do some Traveller, because first of all, that's my favorite RPG. I'm playing D&D, and it just dawns on me, like, I could easily find players worldwide that play Traveller, because they're out there. They might not be in my neighborhood. So all I got to do is go online. And since I'm already playing D&D on Roll20, I said, let's go ahead and play some Traveller on Roll20. The problem with that is there is no modules written for Roll20 for Traveller. 0. There is someone who made a character sheet for Mongoose Traveller on Roll20, and I was like, whoa, nice. I could pull that character sheet in, and then now I'll just take one of my modules or one of my campaigns that I've got and convert it to Roll20. So I realized right away it was going to take me a month or two to convert the simplest module into a Roll20 playable module. Now, I don't necessarily need to do the entire thing, right? I could do just a little bit at a time as the players progress through this campaign, because it's kind of a railroad. And as they progress through this campaign, I can be assembling the module. So right now, what I need to do is just make all the character creation stuff, all the equipment stuff where you would buy all your equipment, critters and monsters and background material, library data, and then maybe the first world that they'll visit. And then I'll be ready to start. Because I can add the worlds and anything else I need to add as we go. I could just need a week of lead up time, and so I'll be done. So, channel update in summary: Phoenix Point is over. We're going to set it off to the side. Flight sims are going to be strong. I'm going to do a World War I and World War II. Waiting for Normandy to come out still. Been waiting for a year. I might start Chimera Squad back up again. And we have 2 nights of streaming where we do the D&D on Thursday nights. We're having a good time. We're playing. It's just easy. And then Traveler will be on Tuesday nights, but starting in May. Okay, May the 4th. Okay, and that's really all I wanted to do, is let you guys know exactly what's going on with the channel. And now you know. So I'll see you maybe next month. Catch you then.